Assalamu alaikum and welcome to another episode, with me, Brother Alonymous. The revolution is on. Homies, we're gonna do this. God willing. You may have noticed that I sound a bit different. You have to excuse me, I've been under the weather a bit. And also because the free sample ran out. A shopper has slammed Tesco after a Muslim sister at the checkout refused to serve the customer alcohol, as it did go against her religious beliefs. We hope and pray that the event does not discourage nor deter the sister from applying for a job at Waitrose. God willing, she does not have to sell any more alcohol or any Peppa Pig merchandise. Tesco has been on the news a fair bit this week. It said shoppers wearing night clothes in its stores is not a big issue after a complaint from a customer. God knows if he was sober. Every little helps. In an article in The Independent, it has been revealed that the number of Brits converting to Islam has doubled in 10 years. Assalamu alaikum and welcome. Brothers and sisters. Every little helps. Totally unrelated. And almost breaking news. Jean-Christophe Lagarde, the head of a right-wing political party, had claimed that a Peugeot Citroën car plant had to close because Muslim workers took too many prayer breaks. By God, he must have forgotten that his country has a 2-hour lunch break. Enough for 2 prayers, including a long Juma. Brothers and sisters, even if the Muslim workers prayed 6 times a day, on Eid day, whilst working overtime, Peugeot would still go bust. Come on. It's Peugeot. How do you know if an all-wheel drive Peugeot has warmed up? The engine is on fire. No Peugeot employee has ever said, I work to buy a Peugeot to go to work. Yes, money may not buy you happiness, but it is definitely much more comfortable to cry in an Audi than in a new Peugeot. Especially a warm all-wheel one. Get a new spare tire for your Peugeot, a brilliant trade. Some crazy business from Peugeot. Peugeot is so dead, I wouldn't be surprised if the mannequin challenge came straight off the Peugeot sales team, the strategy team and the test drivers. At least some of the low-paid staff were praying. Some really long break hours. Having said all of that, the Peugeot 306 GTI was an amazing automobile. 20 years ago. And now, news at home. Mo Farah has been awarded in the Queen's New Year's Honours list. Mo Farah is happy to be known as Mo and not Samo. Fair dues, bro. At least 48.1% of 72.2% of the British public must be delighted for him, as they voted Remain and not for Brexit. The Brexit folk would probably want him to jog 10,000 metres away from the country. At least he'd get there. And like a Peugeot. And also in the news, the UK's first Muslim astronaut, Hussein Manor, aims to put his focus on mental health. Bro, when you're travelling, please pray for us. For a very, very long time, the longest prayer ever. Oh yeah, and don't forget your obligations. Request prayer breaks, 2-hour prayer breaks, not 5 times a day. This may be too much. Because you don't know whether you're coming or going. And in the serious section today, Donald Trump has taunted Arnold Schwarzenegger over his TV ratings. No, not Terminator 2, because Donald Trump probably believes it's a documentary and not an action film. Boom boom. I'm talking about The Apprentice. Talk about if there's one politician you don't mess with. Television. It's only entertainment, a circus, clowning around. And after all, he did become the president. That to be president describes himself as a ratings machine. He doesn't believe in HR, so must have replaced the H with an R. Also news this week, it has been emerged that President Putin sought to help the to-be President Trump. By way of hacking. Allegedly, it had a massive impact and had affected the US election. Hacking for the presidency is totally error QWERTY squidge G squidge G QWERTY squidge G squidge G error QWERTY squidge G #tag #long live squidge G squidge G QWERTY squidge G. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum.